Hey guys, I'm SPIKE-A-SAURUS, and today we are going to transform this Minecraft witch hut. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. If you liked that transformation, consider subscribing. I'm just kidding, let's actually get things started. Okay, the witch was a tough negotiator, but after a few minutes of talking, he let me remodel his house for a total of 3 potatoes. The first change I make is the roof. I want to turn this into a little cottage, so I build a roof with large swooping angles, aiming high into the sky. Then I just play with the general shape for a bit, and also add a second roof section for more detail. Then I build in the first walls with white terracotta and play with some gray texturing with other blocks. I also extend the roof out and add points to the end, and that alone makes it much more interesting. Next I work in some small windows with fence lit by sea lantern and yellow concrete. I also extend a front porch and walkway so that the witch will have a way to make it to dry land. Here I'm continuing the design around the house, and also work in a back porch with a slightly slanted roof. I also go around the house and add windows and texture. You know how in the movies, wherever the witch lives is like a whole area that is creepy with fog and dead trees? That's the look we are going for, so I drain the ocean and add some sections of land that I can build dead trees on. Once I am happy with the amount of land, I refill the ocean and replace the dirt with grass. Now it is time to build our first dead tree. This will be the smallest one. I start out with acacia block, but eventually replace them with full acacia bark blocks so there's no orange. I add a long root section to the trees, so that way if I place them on a hill or they're slightly dipping into the swamp, you can see their roots extend down into the ground. Then it comes time to place the trees, but after placing a bunch of these ones, I noticed that it looked a bit flat from the sides, so I took them away, added some branches, and then replaced them all again. I then repeat the same process with 2 more larger tree variants. Okay, now for the final tree, we are going to build a big one really close to the witch hut and even have a branch touching. I think it really helps it feel like the house is part of the landscape and has been there for a while. Here I am extending the walkway just to where it hits the first piece of land outside the swamp. Okay, now what I'm doing is removing all the water and replacing with lava on the bottom layer, and then above it placing 4 layers of glass, alternating between lime and yellow to get a bright lime green color. I've used this technique in a few of my other videos and thought it would perfectly fit this environment. If you like this, check out this biome transformation I did a while back. Now, just touching up the landscape slightly, I add ferns and grass just to give a bit of life, but not too much. To finish up the outside of the house, I border the edges with dark oak and also texture the roof a bit. With the way that the lights work, they take up a lot of space, but I still went ahead and cleaned up the inside and gave the witch a second story and all the necessary blocks like a crafting table and furnace. Now for the final touch, out front I am building a cauldron with pink and purple glasses. This contrasts really well with the yellow windows and green swamp. And with that, we are finished with the build. Let's check it out. As always, thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed it, give it a like and consider subscribing if you want to see what I'm going to build next. I'm SPIKE-A-SAURUS, and I will see you next time.